Welcome back to Thung Sawang Mushroom Farm. Last video was maybe a couple of weeks ago. We've been pretty busy over here. Ran some trials and most of them have been successful. So we're now kind of putting the next block of grow cells in. Got a lot of pipe work to do today. I've got a welder over here giving me a hand, sorting some racking out for the next batch of mushrooms, which I'm collecting on, well, the grow bags I'm collecting on Saturday over in Shirin. So yeah, I'll just kind of run through where we're up to at the moment and show you what we've been up to lately. So for those of you who've seen the videos before, this is our first block of what I call grow cells. So each of these cells sort of self-contained with its own humidification and venting system in. These bags went in a couple of days ago. They should start fruiting in the next day or so. You can see there's condensation, so there's nice humidity in there. Then we've got these bags were put in a couple of weeks ago and we've had a lot of good quality mushrooms out of these. They're sort of in the resting stage at the moment. Well, we've had the first flush out of them. They generally take a week to 10 days to start the second flush. So you can see the odd one or two coming through. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of yield we get on the second flush. So that's that. There's some of the sample bags that I've been trying to grow on straw and maize, which interestingly, unfortunately the lid was left open and a rat actually got in and started to nest in one of the bags. So that shows the importance of keeping things secure. But if you look, you probably see the mushrooms actually starting to grow inside the bag, which wasn't kind of my idea, but it just proves to me that yes, mushrooms will grow on straw and rice maize mixed together. So ongoing trials with that, I'm trying to sort of come up with a method that works, but I'll run another video on that. So that's where we're at with them, and then I'm going to take you around. I've got a load of pipe work here, so all this is going to go in today for the second block. So this is my second row of grow cells. You can see the first lot, there's the humidifier. Still haven't tidied the wiring up as I said I would have, but there's the humidifier, then the pipe ducting that goes in to run humidity and expel CO2. So I'm just going to duplicate that on this side. So we've got all the holes in ready, the hangers are in place ready, and then if you look on the original row of cells, the lid opens one side and it's difficult access. So I've got a welder here today welding some racking to go inside these cells, but we've adapted these doors. The guy who built this originally, it was a cricket farm, and in fairness it's been very well built, and rather than destroy it I wanted to try and adapt things. So these lids were one piece and opened, but what I've done is adapted them so that they open from either side. So we'll get racking in either side and then you can open from either side to get access to pick. So that's my thoughts on that. So these will get polythene sheeting on, and then once the piping's in, we're ready to go with them as well. Just pop down. I got a welder making the racking up as we speak. So yeah, we're doing that all out of box section steel. I'll avoid getting any flashes. But yeah, the racking we've gone for, it's just really, it's 20 mil box section steel welded together. Quite a simple design, that's all it needs to be. And then I've put this plastic fencing just to support the bags, and those racks just, well, you can see they lean against the wall. They do the trick. The beauty for me, the beauty of doing it this way is once that's in place, we've got humidity coming at the bottom, extraction at the top, and they're run on timers if you've seen the other videos. Once the lid's down, it's secure, so we can't get, like we had an issue where a rat got in one of the cells that had been left open. I'm not a great fan of rats, but I don't want to start putting rat poison around, so if we keep the place secure, it's safe. And I think another thing, I read an article from the Thai, not government, but the Thai agricultural committee or something, and I'll put a link to it actually, because it's very interesting. I'll flip this camera around. Yeah, I recently read an article, which it's probably a little out of date, but it's a good read, and I'll put a link to it on this video. Really the recommendations for growing mushrooms in Thailand, and one of the big things is to ensure that the mushrooms are secure from pests, mites, etc. Now, it's a bit of a not a contradiction, but as you can see, the setup I've got is pretty secure and should stop insects and rats and stuff like that getting in and potentially contaminating the mushrooms. But the traditional way they grow the mushrooms are kind of in bamboo sheds, which are open to the elements. All sorts of creatures and that can get in. So that's why I feel the way we're growing is far safer, and it's certainly with the intentions of exporting, I think it's a must to be controlling the way we grow. And yeah, as I say, I'll put a link to that document and any other useful things. Okay, well, that's kind of my latest update. I'll hopefully keep the videos coming. Got a couple of guys who've subscribed to the channel not so long ago. They're popping over for a visit. They're interested in what we're doing here. I think they're coming over from Surin, so it'd be nice to meet other growers, and you know, anyone who wants to come down and see what we're doing, whether they like it or don't, you know, let's share some ideas and work together. Thailand's a big country. There's enough mouths around that, you know, we're not trying to take business off anyone. So yeah, just drop me a line if you want to come and have a visit, or if you've got a farm and you'd like me to come and have a look and share my knowledge, or maybe you can teach me a thing or two. But yeah, okay, hope you enjoyed that. Please help me grow this channel and subscribe. There is a link at the end of the video. Just helps me to grow and share my knowledge with others. All right, bye for now.